Hi, it's me, MC of Healthy by George. I come every Friday and Sunday to talk about wellness into our much older years. And today I want to talk about triggering and triggering events that can somehow take you off your path because they bring up old memories or traumas or feelings of something that you don't think you've resolved. And for me, triggering is something that happens. And so I wonder if it happens with you. So I'm going to share about that today. And please think about subscribing. I'd love to see you here every Friday and Sunday, or anytime actually. Subscribe, it's free. Share, like. I love having these discussions because truly we have to support each other as we get older to do something daily to support our mental, physical, and emotional wellness into our much older years. So please subscribe. So why am I talking about triggering? I decided I've lost almost 55 pounds, and I decided to go through my closet and really clean it out. And I have to say, I was able to put together almost 30 pounds plus. And I don't know if you've ever seen those bags, the takeaway bags, where you can donate it to this company where it doesn't, your old clothes don't end up in the landfill. So I've got 30 pounds, 3 big bags that I'm shipping off to the UPS. And frankly, some of these things, one thing in particular was a suede dress that I had bought when I first came to New York. Oh my God, this dress is almost 30 years old. It's a beautiful suede dress that I had bought for singing and going to something. When I would go and sing at these luncheons and things, I bought this suede dress and I really loved it. It was a beautiful suede dress in this kind of rust fur. Maybe I'll show you a picture of it. And I bought it and I decided I really hate getting rid of this suede dress. So I tried it on and it stunned me because it was loose and it didn't fit as snugly as it had when I first purchased it. So that was a revelation. And then I decided there's some other things in my closet that I hadn't worn in many years, like some pants I had purchased that were really nice, some really lovely skirts that I had, line skirts, really beautiful. And I tried them on and they were all too big. And man, I don't know. I felt very triggered by all this because I guess in my mind, again, it's how do I shift my mental perception of the bigger person that I was to now this new version of who I am so that I can feel the discomfort and start to make it something that's more normal. I think that I feel the discomfort because it's just new. It's something it's unknown. And so it's triggering me. And I'm thinking to myself, is this something I can maintain? This is a struggle because, again, I haven't been this weight in almost 40 years. So now to be suddenly at this weight with not easy. This has taken me 2 years to lose this weight. And I still want to lose another 10 to 15 pounds, but I really want to do this intentionally with muscle growth and lots of movement. So I've got a strategy. I've taken my measurements. That was not easy. That was felt like a trigger too. And wrote them all down. And I have a goal to see how far I can get by the end of the year to increase my muscle mass, reduce my fat, and see if I can achieve that 10 to 15 pounds additional weight loss. Because that would be truly a new frontier for me as far as my weight loss and health journey, is to be in this place of a different physical sensation. I know right now I'm feeling a different physical sensation, that's for sure. And truthfully, it comes with some discomfort. I wish I could be one of those people that I try on these clothes and I see how loose they are and I just feel elated. I'm not. I feel frightened. Can I keep this up? Can this really be true? Is it possible? A big skeptic shows up. So that's what's difficult for me is feeling triggered by losing weight and seeing how much smaller I am than even what my own internal perception is. And how can I be curious about feeling comfortable in this place, feeling excited about being in this place of a new size? And I've got to get there. It's difficult because I think it's, again, I feel for so long that weight loss was not achievable for me, that I had to be just accepting that I was overweight. And to take the GLP-1 drug Manjaro and see the success that I'm having despite some of the imperfections of my eating behavior. And I'm not perfect, no one is, but my perfection is maintaining 14 and 1500 calories a day. When I go outside of that, like 17, 18, 1900 calories, that's where I feel is my downfall. And truthfully, being able to keep the awareness, keep engaged, do daily tracking, all of these things are supporting this slow modification, both internally and externally, for me to see how can I truly maintain this. Because at one time, I was the size of these clothes, which was smaller, not as small as I am now, but it was smaller. And I wasn't able to maintain it. And so now I'm past that line of those clothing to a lower size. And so again, it's this thinking of in the future, which is not great, about can I keep this up? Can I make this kind of process of saying no to certain foods a part of my daily behavior? Can I make the process of exercising and making myself accountable in a fun way, in making myself find comfort and achievement and rewards in a fun way for these actions that I do daily that are going to keep me moving in that direction? That means health, well-being, strength, function well into my older years. And that's the goal, truthfully. I'm not looking for a specific size or specific pound to weigh. I want to stay functional, moving, walking, exercising, swimming, hiking, doing whatever, playing games into my much older years. And it means we have to be intentional daily so that I can do what needs to be done so that those things can continue to be existing in the current version of who I am. So this week was a little bit tough. The triggers showed up because I tried on some clothes. I threw out a bunch of clothes and it was rough. It was. I think what I did was I fell back and had some tart frozen ice cream. And my problem is I can't just eat this small portion. I want to eat 12 ounces. And I did the Weight Watchers approach and incorporated into my calorie count for that day. But it's old behavior. And I really want to let that go. Letting go of old behavior that gives me that old comfort message when I feel triggered about my weight, about my body, about my health perceptions. I want to let it go. How about you? What triggers you? What makes you feel like reaching for that favorite snack or treat or the things that you know really don't support your overarching health goals? I know for me, it's a lot of them. And so how can we support one another to do the best we can every single day so that as we get older, we're staying healthy and engaged in our well-being? That's our goal, my friends. And we only have this one precious life. Let's live it intentionally. So please join me here every Friday and Sunday where we can continue this conversation about health and well-being into our much older years. So I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. So thank you so much for joining me at Healthy by George. I hope you found the information inspiring and that it encourages you on your wellness journey. Because remember, your body, your well-being are a most precious gift, and every tiny action taken daily can make a huge difference. I hope the information here is educational purposes and is not meant to replace your medical care. See your doctor and talk about what works for you. If you enjoyed today's content, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Your support means the world to me, and it helps me continuing creating content that inspires and empowers you to live your best life. Goodbye for now, and join me again at the next Healthy by George.